my computer. Thank you. Thanks for remindering me. So I'd like to see how many people. Okay, Muni said I'm lazy to make. Okay, thanks for acknowledging that. You know, you start progressing when you acknowledge first that, well, this is the reason I haven't done it. So once you acknowledge yourself, then you need to start progressing. Okay, so others said not yet. Okay, so now please type in the chat box, why haven't you submitted your homework? I'd like to see the reason. I'd like to see the reason why haven't you submitted your homework? What's the reason? So Naimuddin said busy schedule. Okay. Okay, Naim, there is nothing in my dictionary like busy schedule. So this has to be prioritized. So for example, today I have got 3 things to do and I prioritize. So number 1, I'm going to do this. Number 2, I'm going to do this. Number 3, I'm going to do this. So you have to prioritize your work. Okay, others said I cannot understand the homework clearly. Okay, thank you. Thanks for giving me the feedback. Today, I am so sorry that I couldn't have that much time to explain regarding the last homework. So today I'm gonna give you some hints and tips to do the homework. So now I'd like to start the class with a story. So that's the story of my life, and you need to understand that as well. And if you understand the whole story, how that influenced my life, probably you'll be motivated to take actions a lot, right? So I think that was 2014 or 15, I can't remember. Right, so that time I started my own business, student consultancy firm, and I didn't have any clients and customer, any students, right? I was struggling a lot, even I couldn't pay my bills and all that stuff. So that time I have asked a lot of people to help me out, and they said, well, I think you need a business mentor. I said, what does it mean? What do you mean by business mentor? And he said that business mentor is nothing but a teacher who is going to teach you how to do the business. I said, okay, it sounds really good. So what should I do? He said, find a business mentor and ask for help. He will ask a lot of questions. He will understand your business model and he will help you out. Then I started searching a lot of business mentors and I found one who can help me really out. So I have got one gentleman. He is over 65 years old. His name is Mo Nawaz. He lives in Birmingham. And I approached him and he said, well, I'm ready to help you, but can you please tell me a little bit more? And I gave him lots of details. And he said, well, you are not qualified to be a mentee of mine. I said, what do you mean? He said, I only advise people who has got more than £1 million turnover. I said, well, I don't have £1 million turnover in my business. And he said, so that means you are not qualified. I don't work with beginners. But, I didn't give up. I kept requesting him. And one day he said, well, jump in a call. And I jumped in a call and he asked me a lot of questions. And he asked me one single question. He said, why do you think I should take you as a mentee, as a student of mine? And I said, number 1, I'm so hungry. I'm so ambitious. Number 2, I have done the groundwork. That means I have taken a lot of courses regarding the mindset. I mean, I have invested a lot of money in myself. And I think, and I believe that I'm ready to work. And he said, what you did? I said, I invested £1,000 to a program. It's called Unleash the Power Within. It's, run by Tony Robbins, and he knows him. And he said, what else? I said, I have got another internet marketing course in Diploma. I paid him £3,000. His name is Simon Coulson. And he conducted the course in Kent. And he said, what else? And I said, well, I have joined different types of groups and I'm communicating with them, building my networks. And he was silent for a minute. And he said, well, see me tomorrow at 3 o'clock at Mayfair Hotel. So Mayfair Hotel is located in London's, Central. So I went there at 2 o'clock because I don't like to make any excuses. Because if I'm late, probably he's going to kick me out. He say, okay, you're not serious, you're late. So that's why I was so serious. And I went there at 2 o'clock. And I waited there. I had a cup of coffee over there. And I was waiting for the room. And all of a sudden I saw him because I didn't meet him personally. And I messed his picture with him, and I said, "Excuse me, sir, are you Mr. Monas?" And he said, "Yes, I am." I said, "My name is Hassan Abi." He said, "Okay, thank you, follow me." And I went there in a round table, and there were, I think, 10 or 11 people over there. And he requested all of us to introduce ourselves. He said, "Introduce yourself and tell your company what sort of things you do, and tell your turnover as well." And everyone was saying that, "Hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm the owner of this company, and my turnover is this." And I was the last person, luckily, and I listened all of them. So the first person, he said 2.3 million, still I can remember. The second person was 1.3, is between 1 and 5 million pound their turnover. Can you imagine? So you are such a person, you are in a round table meeting, and 10 of the people, they are saying they are the owner of this company and their turnover is more than 1 million. And I was the last person, and I said, "Hi, my name is Hassan Habib, and I'm a CEO of Hasself Education and director of H&K Business Associates Limited. And my turnover is minus 9,000 pounds." Right? And everyone was staring at me. Who is that guy? Why he's with me? And I was feeling a bit shaky. And I just said it, and I would say my throat was dry, even I couldn't speak. And I was sitting the whole session from 3 to 9 o'clock. And my mentor, he taught me a lot of things. He said, "This is the business, you got to do this, you got to do this." And the last person was me. And there was Q&A session. And I didn't know, how to ask even a questions. Because if you ask quality question, you get quality answer. So I said, well, I'm debt of 9,000 pound in credit card because I invested all my money into different programs. So now what should I do? Where should I start? And they started giving me the advice, and my mentor, he said, "Habib, you need to note it down," right? I was just listening. He said, no, take pen and paper and note it down. And I started, note. So I have written a lot of things, whatever they have advised, because they are experienced people. And when I was about to finish this meeting, I asked myself, so what's the difference between those people and me? And what I found is just I was aware of only the advice. So now I am telling myself, I got my mentor, Monas, and I have got a bunch of people, who are the millionaires, right? And my mentor always say, you're the average of 7 people you are spending time with, right? So now I can say that I will be a millionaire because I have started spending time with a lot of millionaires, right? So believe it or not, in 6 months time, I developed a lot. My business started going. And what's the reason? Just I asked myself, so what is missing inside me? What they have got? And what I found is they are not, smarter than me. They are not more intelligent than me. Only the difference is they take the right advice and they implement it. That's the only difference. They take the right advice, they execute it, and they implement it, and they get the result. But I was looking for shiny objects. I was jumping here and there, and that's why I didn't get the result. So the summary of this story is, whatever you'd like to do in your life, you need a mentor, you need a commitment, you have to be hungry, and you have to execute it, right? You have to implement that. And once you start implementing those sort of things, at the end, you'll start getting the result. That's the secret sauce of being a successful person. So I would like to see how many people would like to be successful in their life. Please type in the chat box, success. I'd like to see. I'd like to see how many people are really excited to be a successful person. Please type in the chat box, success. I'd like to see how many people. So Ronnie said success, Tohid says success. Yeah, Nodi says success. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So all you need to do is you need to find a mentor who can help you out. And number 2 is you got to commit to yourself. And number 3 is you need to take action, massive action. So once you start taking actions, you're going to get the result. So now, why I'm sharing this story with you? I know a lot of people, so they haven't submitted their homework yet. all you got to do is you need to go to the Facebook group, right? IELTS and study in the UK. So once you go there, you will see 30, 35, 40 people, they have submitted their homework. All you got to do, you need to watch probably 5 or 10 videos. And after watching 5 or 10 videos, you'll say, me too, because this is our human brain. Can you remember? So when I made that millionaires, I told myself that if they can make it, they can make £1,000,000, me too. I can do it as well. So all you need to do, you need to go to that group and you need to watch 5 to 10 videos. And once you started watching 5 to 10 videos, you will see, your brain will say, me too, I can do it. Then all you got to do, you need to take your phone, you need to record the video, you need to upload. And now I'm telling you, something is very special. So I know there are a lot of people, they would like to study abroad. They would like to learn English. They'd like to sit for IELTS exam. If you enjoy these 10 classes, if you listen to me and if you execute whatever I'm saying, if you submit your 10 homework, and after that, probably you can challenge a lot of IELTS students. Probably you'll say, whatever have you learned from your center? I can speak better than you. I can understand the basic structure of English, right? So all you got to do is you need to submit your homework. Just stick to me for 10 days. You will thank me later. All you got to do, if you haven't submitted even a single homework, that's fine as well. Because I'm a student in a mastermind group as well. I miss a lot of homework. All I got to do is when I get time, I jump into it, I schedule, and then I do it. And I say, okay, I have done. So don't feel overwhelmed. All you got to do, you need to go to the IELTS and study in the UK and watch 5 to 10 videos. Just watch 5 to 10 videos. And you will see, you will start telling yourself, so if he can do it, if she can do it, I can do it as well. That's the only thing, right? And someone said, can you please go to the lesson? Of course I will go, But here is the only one thing I would like to share with you. Probably no one will share with you. If I can't move you emotionally, you will not be benefited from this class. First of all, you have to move emotionally yourself. You have to make commitment. Emotionally, you have to say yourself, whatever it takes, I'm going to learn English. I'll be a fluent speaker, right? So there is a word, it says, if you can see it, if you can believe it, you will get it. 3 things you need to remember. If you can see it, if you believe it, you will get it. So first of all, emotionally, you have to imagine itself. Well, I'll be a fluent speaker and I'm a fluent speaker. You have to imagine yourself. That's the first thing. Second thing is you have to believe yourself that now I have got a mentor who's going to help me to speak fluently, right? And the third thing, just you need to listen. You need to execute. You need to implement. You need to do the homework. That's the only thing you need to do. Once you start doing that, you will get the result. So now I'm going to pull out my presentation. And before that, I'd like to ask you a single question. Will you submit your homework today? Please type in the chat box. I'd like to see how many people is going to promise me, yes, I'm going to submit my homework. Type in the chat box, yes. I'd like to see how many people will be excited to submit their homework. So all you got to do, you need to go to the, IELTS and study in the UK, that group. You need to watch 5 to 10 videos. You'll get a lot of ideas and you need to do the same thing. That's the only thing you need to do. So now, let me share my presentation with you so that we can move forward because I have got a lot of time today. So that's why. Let's see, whatever it takes. Probably this class will be, last for 5 hours. Are you ready? Okay. So can you remember in the last class, we have made a lot of sentences using this structure, how to ask deep questions. This is very, very important because if you don't know how to ask deep questions, probably you will know how to answer, but you won't be able to ask questions. So that's why this is very, very important. Just I'd like to give you a reminder, how did we practice in the last class? Then we're going to move forward. So let's say we have started with why, then we made a lot of sentences. Why do I practice? Why do we practice? Why do you practice? Why do you practice? Why do they practice? Why does he practice? Why does she practice? Why does it practice? And why does Tony practice? Now I need a volunteer, and I'd like to make sure that still you can remember, right? So Muhammad Tofazzal, can you please unmute your mic? Okay, can you please give me a lot of sentences using why?
Why do I practice? Why? How do we practice? How? Where do you practice? Why do you practice? Sorry, sir. Please give me another opportunity. I'm saying.
Okay, so
why do I practice? Why do we practice? Why do you practice? Why do they practice? Why does he practice? Why does she practice? Why does it practice? Why does Tony practice?
Okay, excellent. So Sweetie Borua, can you please unmute your mic and give me a lot of sentences using how? Just I'd like to make sure still you can do it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. How do I practice? How do we practice? How do you practice? How do you practice? How do they practice? How does he practice? How does she practice? How does it practice? How does Tony practice?
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So please mute your mic. Next one, Ashik, can you please unmute your mic and give me a lot of sentences using where?
Where? Where do I practice? Where do you practice? Where do you practice? Where do you practice? Where do they practice? Where does he practice? Where does she practice? Where does it practice? Where does Tony practice?
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. So please mute your mic. Faisal, can you please give me a lot of sentences using when?
When, okay. When do I practice? When do we practice? When do you practice? When do you when do you practice? When do they practice? When does he practice? When does she practice?
Maybe
when does
it's my turn actually, but
Okay. So next one is, can you please mute your mic? Mubashir, can you please unmute your mic? Okay. So using how long?
Yes, sir.
How long? Can you make a lot of sentences?
How long? Yes, sir. How long I practice? How long we practice? How long you practice?
How long do?
Oh, sorry, sir. How long do I practice? How long do we practice? How long do you practice? How long do they practice? How long do he practice? How long do she practice? How long do it practice? How long
does? Okay.
How long does Tony practice?
Okay. So next one, who'd like to try? Okay. Nafia, can you please unmute your mic? And so you're
Hello, assalamualaikum. Yeah, I can try.
So which language?
Which language do I practice? Which language do we practice? Which language do you practice? Which language do they practice? Which language does he practice? Which language does she practice? Which language does it practice? Which language does Tony practice?
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So now, this was the homework, right? So I would like to see a volunteer who would like to give a presentation regarding this. So before that, I'd like to share with you how to do the presentation. So first of all, so the topic is a place you live, right? So you need to start saying something like, well, the topic I'd like to share with you, a place I live in. Well, you need to start with starter like well. So here, well, it hasn't got any meaning. There is no meaning of well, right? So you need to start with, well, the topic I'd like to share with you, about a place where I live in. Then you need to start saying this sentence. I repeat, well, the topic I'd like to share with you about a place where I live in. I live in, then you need to start giving a description where to live in. For example, if I am asked the same question, I would say I live in Harlow, which is 25 minutes away from London, and it's a beautiful place, a small town. So I'm giving some sort of information first of all, and then so why do I live here? So I'm gonna say, well, the reason I live here is a beautiful place I have mentioned earlier. And secondly, my wife, she works in the airport and is 10 miles away, and the place I work is 25 miles away. So I believe that the place between two working place is such a suitable place. That's why I live in here. And also, I have got so many friends who are living here. So still, we have got social life, and that's the reason we are living in Harlow. And the next one is, how long do you live in here? So you can answer it in one sentence, but instead of doing that, you need to give a lot of references. So, well, I live in this small town for 7 years, and before that I used to live in Birmingham. And the reason I moved here is job is available in this small town, and also is a better place to live in, and which is nearby London. And living in a small village, I can have all the facilities, and also I can communicate with London within a short period of time. Let's say it takes only 35 minutes by driving. And then why is it famous for? Well, the small town is not that much famous, but if I'd like to pick up something else, I would say Marina Village. Basically, if you go there, you will see a lot of boats, and a lot of people used to live there. And there is a small pub over there, though I don't drink alcohol, but once I go there with my family, I usually take tea and coffee. And especially in the evening time, once you go there, you'll see, the scenery is so nice. You will see around a lot of lighting, and boats are, moving here and there. And the last thing I'd like to share with you, a lot of memory I have got with this town, and I'd like to pick up one of them, and this is da 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 da. So you need to make a story. For example, if I say, so one day I used to come from work. So one day I caught up by police, and police just stopped the car, and the police stopped me, and they started asking me a lot of questions. So what are you doing here at midnight? And I started explaining to them. At that time, I used to work in a McDonald's at night shift. And the interesting thing is, I served them 5 minutes earlier, but they forgot my face. And after 5 minutes, when I left the shift, I left the job, and I started working to come home. And I told them that probably have forgotten my face. I served you 5 minutes earlier, and you have ordered, food from McDonald's. So you have taken coffee, double cheeseburger, and fries. And I said, oh, I see. Yeah, definitely. Sorry to disturb you. And that was the, some sort of surprising memory with me in this town. So finally, I'd like to say thanks for watching, or thanks for listening to me. That's it. So if you start saying like this one by one, and then if you practice 10 times standing in front of the mirror, and you will get, I would say, confidence, number one. Number two, you will see the fluency. And once you start giving the presentation like 10 times, 10 topics, at the end, you will see you are ready. You'll say, come on, who would like to challenge me to speak? I can speak, right? So that's the thing. Now I'd like to pick up some volunteers, so who are ready to share this topic. So let's see who are ready to share this. Can you please wave your hand? Who'd like to just turn on a video and wave your hand? Who'd like to share? So a place, beautiful place you live in. That's the topic. I'd like to see who is excited to give a presentation regarding this, right? I can't see anyone else. So all you got to do, you got to turn on your video, and you need to wave your hand, and I'd like to say, I'm ready. Who is ready? Okay, Reza, hi, Mohammad Tofadzil, anyone else? Okay, so Tofadzil, can you please unmute your mic and give a presentation?
Thank you, sir, for giving me like this opportunity. I'm sharing all of you my some information, like where do I live in? I live in Chittagong because I live in Chittagong. I am there. Took birth. It's my birthplace. That's why I am living there. It is how long I live there. I am living for 29 years. and it is famous for different places like Cox's Saint Martin and so on. And there are many industrial areas, and everybody knows that. Everybody called this place Baralia's place. And I have many memories when I was as a child, when my age was at 9. We own a football team, football game, and got a prize. That is really very interesting to me. Thank you so.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for sharing that. So Reza, hi. Can you please unmute your mic and share with us?
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can.
Yes. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for giving me the opportunity, sir. I'm answering the questions. Where do I live? Usually, I live in Khulna town. That's really a good town and very quiet. So that's why I feel very comfortable, and it's really convenient to live in the Khulna city. Uh, and really famous for Khulna is there are many places, and what do we can call the ghair means is, and then we plant the prawn in Khulna. So Khulna is the famous for that prawn fisheries. And um, uh, I know that I have been staying in Khulna for 25 years, and I really like very much to live in Khulna. uh, and then I have really an interesting happened in my life when I was studying in the college. Once I uh, went to play playground for playing the badminton, and then it also happened for me. And then we are 8 people of us started to play badminton, and then suddenly one of my friend uh, fall down on the ground, and then I thought, what happened to the person? Then I total all everybody went to him and take him up there. That's we found that broken the leg, and all the people catch him and take him to the doctor. And then we take a uh, what the called is a Xerox means is uh, what is the meaning there?
Okay, thank you. So I'd like to take another one. I'd like to give this opportunity to another person who is ready. Please wave your hand. Who is ready? Salahuddin. Anybody else? Okay, okay. Salahuddin, this opportunity goes to you. So please unmute yourself.
Hello there. Assalamu alaikum. Well, and the topic I would like to share with you about my residing place. Actually, I'm originally from Noakhali, but right now I'm residing in Mohammadpur, Dhaka for some reason. Like I'm doing IELTS from here. I'm attempting my online classes and online exams from here, and there are so many reasons. And usually I live in New Delhi in India for my study reason. I am studying there. I had been studying there since June 2019, and yeah, 2019. Actually, with a scholarship, I'm studying in there, and here in Delhi is famous for so many things, like one of the most one of the seven wonders of the world is presently situated there, which is Taj Mahal. I think, as you know that. And the second one is India Gate, and the third one is in the Jama Mosque, which those all of the places famous of the world. And there I have so many memory I would like to share with you. That was we all of the friends had gone traveling for we are our study tour. Here we had done so many fun like as we catch fishes, we played football, and so many things. That was my memorable time and that time. So that's all.
Okay, thank you very much. So now I'd like to give this opportunity to everyone else to speak about it, because the more you speak, the more you'll be fluent. So I'd like to give this opportunity to everyone else to speak. So what I'm gonna do, I will create breakout room. All you got to do is you need to go there. So yeah, so all you got to do is you need to go there and you need to start speaking about this topic. So the topic is a place you live in, right? So all you got to do, you need to start telling something like, the topic I'd like to share with you is about a place where I live in. Then you just start keep speaking regarding the topic. Don't ask and answer. Just keep speaking, and at the end say, okay, thanks for listening, right? So I have created 18 groups. So in one group there will be 3 people. So all you got to do is you need to start, then second person will start, and the third person will start, and this is how we're gonna finish it. So I'm gonna give you 6 minutes only. So once you see the breakout room, all you got to do is you need to join the room right now, right? So can you please join the room right now? You have to be very quick. So join the group right now. Okay, I can see a lot of people here. Can you please jump into the room, breakout room? And if you cannot jump into the room, please unmute your mic and ask for help. I'm gonna give you the option to unmute yourself. So please unmute your mic, and if you have got any problem, share with me, please. All you got to do, you need to join to the room right now. So go to the room and share over there. So if you can't join the room, that's absolutely fine as also. Where I'm gonna give you the opportunity to speak here, right? So room number 2. So Chotra, can you please unmute your mic? Room number 10. Okay, I can see Amtika Bishas and Shumon Afsari. So room number 11, you haven't joined yet. Can you please join the room? Please join the room as soon as possible.
Can't join the room.
You can't? Okay, so if you cannot join the room, that's fine as well. So can you give the presentation here one by one? So who is ready to give the presentation right now? So Monirujjaman, are you ready?
Sir, I'm not ready, but because I'm new here.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So stay. That's fine.
I didn't listen your previous speaking or previous question, but now I am here and I'm trying to listen you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so who is next? Who'd like to give a presentation right now? Who is ready? So MD Shumon Afsari, can you please unmute your mic?
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam. Can you please give a presentation, the place you live in?
Sir, I am I new, sir, but I
Just give it a try. Give it a try. Let's see. Talk about the topic. Rabbi Hassan, are you ready to give a presentation? Okay. Okay, got it. That's fine. So if you don't like to give a presentation, so all I need is to take a few rooms, how they're doing.
And I stay here. So, hello.
Yeah, continue.
So all that memories that I have.
You can say, and another one is
just two of us are talking. Yes, now it's your turn. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, I am Samir Rana. First of all, I would like to say about the where do you live. So, firstly, I would like to say I am living in the finest city from the state of Gujarat is in India. So.
Okay, Ira, would you like to give a presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, keep going.
Okay, the topic I would like to share is the place where I live in. I live in Dhaka, Rampura to be more exact, which is the capital of Bangladesh. Initially, it's a grown-up residential area, but now it's subsequently it's also a commercial place. I live in here because local people are friendly and it's easy to move to my university, and it's also close to my sister's college. Transportation facility is also good, and the reason why I chose to live here is
I live here because this is very.
for Dhakai Jamdani as well. Here is also so many good places to visit like Asan Monjil, Lal Bagh Killa, etc. I have a special memory here. I have so many special memories here as I have grown up here from my childhood. Uh, Recently, I have visited a place at Lal Bagh Killa, which was really nice day out with my family. I have enjoyed the place. That was quite popular, but due to corona pandemic situation, there were few people, so we got safety measure safety with us, and we enjoyed our day out. I'm a foodie person and I love to taste different kinds of food, and at my place I can taste different kinds of food, as here are lots of restaurants, and now we can order food from food delivery apps, so I can enjoy my meal at home as well. Thanks for listening. That's all from me.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Who is next? Who is next? Kabir would like to give a try.
Hello, sir. Maybe the topic is where I'm currently living.
Yes.
I'm currently living at Gulshan Link Road in Dhaka, which is near to Gulshan 1 circle. It's very close to Gulshan circle. It is surrounded by Hatirjil Lake. I'm living here from since 1.5 years ago. Before that, I was living in Dhanmondi. I moved here 1.5 years ago. Because I'm living exact the roadside, because it is a nice place, and public transport is available from my home, and only few minutes it took to reach the bus stand. And there are so many restaurants near my home, and it is easy to morning. It is easy to walk in the morning. I can go to Gulshan Lake for walk in the morning, and there are so many restaurants. I'm living here with my roommate. I'm living in a bachelor room. That's all, sir.
Okay, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. So now, especially for the IELTS candidate, I'd like to request you. So all you got to do is you need to take a topic, and you need to ask that topic different types of questions. I mean, deep questions. So where, why, how, why, and if you have got any interesting memory with this place. So if you ask those questions and if you answer it, then probably you need to answer one or twice. And after that, if you say, okay, now I'm going to give a presentation, I'll speak regarding this topic at least 2 minutes. And if you start speaking, and if you take the phone, and if you just play the stopwatch, and you need to start speaking, you need to click on play, and once you finish, then you need to see how long have you been speaking regarding that topic. So if you can speak more than 2-3 minutes, that means you are getting there, right? So I have seen a lot of IELTS students, especially in Q card, when the examiner is giving the pen and paper, and they don't know what to say. So in that case, all you need to do, you need to ask deep questions to that cue card. And even if you don't like to give the IELTS, that's fine as well. So whenever it comes to you to speak about the topic or give a presentation, all you need to do is you need to ask deep questions. These are the questions: where, why, how long, why. These are the questions. So once you ask these questions, take some notes and just speak regarding that. You will see you have spoken over 5 minutes, right? So if you understood this whole concept, how to speak at least 3 minutes, please type in the chat box, yes. I'd like to see how many people understood the whole procedure, how to speak regarding a topic over 3 minutes. So type in the chat box yes if you understood. Okay, I'd like to see how many people really understood these things. So Yusuf said yes, Sweetie said yes, Samson said yes. Okay, Shafi Ryan said yes. Yeah, that's it. It's a very, very it's a simple process. All you got to do is you need to practice, and that's what we are doing for 10 days. So we have started from the very basic. In the first class, you have started giving a presentation like 10 things about yourself. So you have started speaking, right? And the second class, you have started speaking about what do you do every day. So your daily activities. And the third class, you have started speaking what does your favorite person do every day. And this class, you are talking about a place you live in. So that means you are building your confidence. You are building the whole structure of your speaking. This is how you need to improve day by day. Now, I'd like to move a little bit forward. So this is the class I'd like to share with you. Is here you go. So what is the challenge for IELTS candidate? So let's say you have been to an IELTS exam and your examiner asked you, so your topic is the holiday you had last year. So that's the topic the examiner has given you. So then the examiner is giving you pen and paper, and he or she is gonna say, okay, so take some notes. You're gonna have 1 minute. So in 1 minute, what are you gonna do? You need to ask deep questions. So where, how long, why, and some sort of experience. I mean, you have. So in that case, if you ask the question, so where did I visit during my that holiday? That's the first question, where. Then the second question is why did I particularly like that place or choose that place? And the third question you need to ask, how long did I stay there? Fourth question you can ask, what sort of things I did over there? And the last thing, you can just share some sort of experience, what you have done, and if you recommend someone else. So if you ask these 4 or 5 questions to that topic, the holiday you had last year, so you need to just write down only the hints and tips. So the name of the place, the reasons why have you chosen that, what sort of activities you have done, how did you go there. So it's good enough to speak about 4 or 5 minutes, but you need to speak only 2 minutes. That's the beauty of a speaking module in IELTS. And what the IELTS candidate face is this: they mix up with present and past. For example, the IELTS candidate started speaking something like this. Well, I had a holiday last year and I went to this place and I stayed there, and all of a sudden, I mean, in their unconscious mind, they started speaking in present form. And we have lunch, blah, blah, blah. That means, yeah. So you are reducing your score. So all you got to do, you have to have full command of present and past form. And now today's class is all about past. So make sure that if IELTS candidate is asking you questions, a topic regarding past, you have to stick to the past form. So this is the thing we're gonna share with you today, and we're gonna practice a lot. And after this class, you will not be facing this sort of problem at all. So now, what do you do? So it's the same structure. So subject plus verb 2. Here, verb 2 means past form of the verb. For example, in the last class, we have used a verb that's called practice. Now, practiced, accept, accepted, want, wanted. So all you got to do, you need to put the past form of the verb. So I accepted, we accepted, you accepted, you accepted, they accepted, he accepted, she accepted, it accepted, Tony accepted. So now you might have a question. So should I consider about he, she, it, Tony? Yes, no. In the past form for everything is just the same. You don't have to consider the sound now for past form because there is nothing like that. So all you got to do, you need to practice this, and we're gonna go move forward, little by little. So now I'm gonna share with you how we're gonna make a lot of sentences. So watch me fast, listen to me fast. So I accepted, we accepted, you accepted, you accepted, they accepted, he accepted, she accepted, it accepted, Tony accepted. This is how. So now if you, complete the sentence, 10-day challenge, that's the thing we can say. So I accepted 10-day challenge. Okay, leave the 10-day challenge right now. So just we're gonna make the sentence just accepted. So I accepted, we accepted, you accepted, they accepted, he accepted, she accepted, it accepted, Tony accepted. So I need a volunteer. I'd like to see who can give me a lot of sentences using the past form. Who would be my volunteer? So let's see. So Shakil, can you please unmute your mic? Yeah, and give me a lot of sentences.
I accepted 10 days challenge. We accepted 10 days challenge. You accepted 10 days challenge. You accepted 10 days challenge. They accepted 10 days challenge. He accepted 10 days challenge. She accepted 10 days challenge. It accepted 10 days challenge. Tony accepted 10 days challenge.
Very good. Well done. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So now that's the thing we're gonna practice. So now when I say go, you need to give me all the sentences. Are you ready? So 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. I accepted 10 day challenge. We accepted 10 day challenge. You accepted 10 day challenge. Keep going. He accepted 10 day challenge. She accepted 10 day challenge. It accepted 10 day challenge. Tony accepted 10 day challenge. Now, what I'm gonna do, I will unmute yourself because I'd like to hear from you. So are you ready? Can you please unmute your mic? But don't start. Don't start. Please unmute your mic. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start.
I accepted 10 days challenge. We accepted 10 days challenge.
We accepted 20 days challenge. She accepted. They accepted 10 days challenge. He accepted 10 days challenge. She accepted 10 days challenge. They accepted 10 days challenge. Accepted 10 days challenge.
She accepted 10 days challenge. It accepted 10 days challenge. Only accepted 10 days challenge.
Tony accepted 10 days challenge.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So now, this time, we're gonna do the same thing, but our ultimate goal is to make all the sentences using one breath, right? Are you ready? Take a big breath. And again, can you please unmute yourself? And our target is to make all the sentences using one breath, right? So let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
I accepted 10 days challenge. We accepted 10 days challenge.
You accepted 10 days challenge. You accepted 10 days challenge. He accepted 10 days challenge. She accepted 10 days challenge. He accepted 10 days challenge. Tony accepted 10 days challenge. He accepted 10 days challenge. We accepted 10 days challenge. He accepted.
Thank you. So now a lot of people, they are saying, well, I understand the whole concept. I understand and I know how to make sentence, but when it comes to speaking, I cannot speak. So this is the best medicine. So if you do class with me, something like this, you will see, you will not face such type of problem in your life. So all you got to do, so when I give the opportunity to speak, to make a lot of sentences quickly, you got to do this, right? So now the question is, how are we gonna make from verb 1 to verb 2, right? Probably you might have that questions in your mind. How to make verb 1 to verb 2. So for example, see here, so the verb 1 is want, verb 2 is wanted, learn, learned, accept, accepted. That's the thing, that's called regular verb. So all you do for the regular verb is we add D or ED, want, wanted, learn, learned, accept, accepted. But the problem is, we can make it for the regular verb, but there are some other verbs as well. It's called irregular verb. And for those irregular verbs, we don't have any rules. All you got to do, you need to memorize. And we need to memorize the vocabulary, and we need to use them time and again, time and again. So I always get a lot of questions from students that how can I memorize the vocabulary? So the first thing is there is no alternative, there is no shortcut. You have to memorize that. And the second thing is, if you'd like to remember them, all you got to do, you need to utilize them, you need to use them. So for example, you have learned 1 or 2 vocabularies and need to make sentence. So once you make sentences, you will not forget it. Just try to understand the context. So I have learned this vocabulary, so I can use this vocabulary in that context. So now I'm making 2 sentences, 3 sentences using the same vocabulary. So once you practice that way, you'll never forget, right? So now I would like to see some sort of irregular verb as well. So if you, type in the Google that the list of regular verb, you will see a lot of regular verbs. And also, if you type in the Google irregular verbs, list of irregular verbs, you will get a lot of irregular verbs. All you need to do is you need to take a printout of regular verb and irregular verb, and you can just put on the wall. So this is the how. When I was a student, I did the same thing. So I used to live in a student dormitory or hall, whatever you say. So what I did, I just print it out and I put on the wall. So sometimes, I didn't have anything to do. Just I was looking at the wall and I was, oh, I see. So I asked a lot of things. So do I know the meaning of this verb? That's the first thing I asked myself. And second thing is, do I know the verb to of this? So you see, there is no similarities, there is no rules and regulations. So you have to memorize this, the irregular verbs. So for example, go, verb to is went. So write, wrote, see, saw, speak, spoke. So the interesting thing is probably 70 to 80% you already knew because you have studied in different classes. All you got to do is when you speak so if you just go the list of regular and irregular verbs, and if you give some sort of revision, and you'll see when you speak, then you don't have to think a lot to pick up those sort of vocabularies. It will come automatically when you're speaking. So I would recommend you please revisit them and try to memorize them and try to utilize them, use them in your speaking. So that's the thing. So this is your homework. All you got to do, you need to go to Google and you need to type list of regular verbs and list of irregular verbs. And all you need to do, you need to take a printout and you need to put on the wall. That's the thing, only thing you need to do. So I know a lot of people, you will do it, and some people probably you won't do it. And I can guarantee you who's gonna do it. At least they're gonna learn probably in 1 month at least 100 vocabularies, because when you put on the wall, you will see, just you read it in your subconscious mind, you read it, so you learn it, you utilize it. That's the only thing I wanted to share. So now the question is, if I ask you, what did you do yesterday? So see here, if I just color it, so what did you do yesterday? The question is, what did you do yesterday? So this is very, very important thing as well. So when someone asks you a questions in English, you need to pay attention and you need to understand which tense he used. Is it past or present? So when you see did, that means it's past. So all you got to do, you need to answer all of them in past form. So if I say, what did you do yesterday? So all you got to do, you need to make all the verbs in verb 2. So get up is going to be got up. Brush is going to be brushed. Take is going to be took. So this is how you need to put all the verb 1 into verb 2. So if you convert all the verbs into verb 2, job is done, right? So all you got to do, you need to take pen and paper and you need to write down 30 activities. What you did yesterday, and you need to write it down, write it down, write it down. Once you have finished 30 activities, then you need to give a presentation. Hi everyone, my name is Habib. Now I'd like to share with you what I did yesterday. First of all, I got up early in the morning at 7 o'clock. Then I prayed Fajr prayer, blah blah blah, da da da. That's it. So in the afternoon, I did these things, and in the evening, I did these things, and I went to bed at 10 o'clock at night. That's the thing you need to do. So first step is you need to take pen and paper, and you need to enlist all the 30 activities, what you did yesterday. So once you have done that, then you need to give a presentation. You need to read them and you need to make sure, have you converted all verb 1 into verb 2 or not? That's the thing you need to understand. So verb 1, you need to make verb 2. So if you don't understand, if you don't find, please go to Google and search for the list of regular verb and the list of irregular verb. Don't worry if you see is 1,000 vocabularies over there. Just print them out and put on the wall and start learning from today. That's the thing. So in 30 days, probably you will learn more than 100. And the interesting thing is, especially in English language, whatever the vocabularies we need, we already know, probably 60 to 70%. All you got to do is we need to learn 40% more. So once you learn that 40% more, you get it. Now I'm going to share with you some sort of history in my life. So I used to live in a sorority hall at Chittagong University. So I used to go to the newspaper room. And the first thing I used to do is, that time I didn't understand the whole thing. I used to go to the newspaper, English newspaper, Daily Star or Observer. And I started reading the headlines. Probably I didn't understand that time a lot of things. But, seeing the picture, seeing the context of the headlines, I started learning a lot of things. That's the first thing. Second thing I used to do, I used to listen BBC. Probably another day I'll share a picture of mine. I mean, there was a headphone at the time, and there was a small radio over there. And you know, the Chittagong University is located in hilly area. And most of the time, I mean, when I turn on the radio, I used to get a lot of buzzing sound. And you know, my roommates, they used to complain me, what's going on? Why, I mean, you're playing this and it's making a lot of buzzing sound. Then I bought, black headphone over there. I mean, the cheapest one. And then I used to, listen to the BBC. So all I got to do, and I'm going to recommend you the same thing. Whenever you have got the opportunity to listen English, listen that. Go to YouTube, listen that. I mean, listen podcast, watch movies. Wherever you have got the opportunity to engage with English, do it. Fall in love in English. And you will see in 6 month period of time, you have developed a lot, right? So now, you might have got a question is, how long does it take to learn English? How long does it take to learn English? Can you please answer it in the chat box? What do you think? How long does it take to learn English? I'd like to see your answer. Please type in the chat box, how long does it take to learn English? To be fluent in English. I'd like to see your answer. Please type in the chat box. Someone said 3 months. As you'll say, it depends on person. Now, if I say 2 months, I've said 3-4 months. Let's say 2-3 months. Riza said 1 month, probably 2-3 months. Depends on practice. Okay, I'm sharing with you something. It's very, very important, right? So probably, I would say, I'm not recommending you, fall in love with someone else and talk over the phone the whole night. Still, I can remember when I used to study at Chittagong University and I was on the 2nd floor. And can you remember that sort of package like Grameen phone? After 12 o'clock, you can talk free. And, I was, I was not that much early riser, but I used to go to bed like 11:30 or 12 o'clock. Yeah, someone said Dizuis. Yeah, that's right. So I used to go to bed at 11:30 or 12 o'clock. And after a certain period of time, I started, hearing someone is, walking, running through the roof. And I was surprised. I said, what's going on? At 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, what's going on? Why people are, walking on the roof in the winter time? And can you imagine, hilly area, very cold at 2 o'clock. And then I went outside, I came out of the room and I was trying to, understand what's going on. And I found that they talk over the phone with their girlfriend and boyfriend, right? So whatever it is. Now, if I ask you, so if you fall in love, how long will you take or how much time you're going to provide? Is infinitive, is unlimited, right? That's the thing you need to do. You have to fall in love with English. And once you do that, you will see it's easy. So don't try to fight with English. Be friend, fall in love. You will see it's very easy. It's very simple. So that's the thing you got to do. So now the question is, what did you do yesterday? And you need to ask this question, what did you do in the morning? What did you do in the afternoon? And what did you do in the evening? That's the thing. That's the thing you got to do. Now, I'd like to ask you a simple question is, so if I give you this opportunity to talk right now, what did you do yesterday? So what are you going to say? What are you going to say? So these are the vocabularies you're going to use, right? So for the morning, you say, got up, brushed teeth, made breakfast, had a cup of tea, got ready for office, took bus, arrived at office, right? And probably in the afternoon, you're saying had lunch, took rest, started working, left office, went to tea stall, took a cup of tea. So verb 2, always remember verb 2, return home, refreshed. So yeah. And probably in the evening, you're saying got together with family, took some snacks, helped to cook, took dinner, read books, chatted with family members, took a look on tomorrow's plan, got ready, went to bed. These are the things. These are the things you got to do. So now I'd like to request you. So all you got to do, you need to practice it. So I'm gonna invite you to go to the breakout room. All you got to do, you need to answer is, what did you do yesterday? So the same way you need to practice. So I'm gonna give you only 3 minutes plus 3 minutes, 6 minutes. So all you got to do, once you go to the room, you'll say, hi, my name is this. Now I'd like to share with you what I did yesterday. Then you need to start da, 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 da. And you're gonna finish, and second person will start, right? So this is how you need to do it. So I'm gonna invite you for the breakout room. Please go to the breakout room once you see. Please join the breakout room right now and share what did you do yesterday. Just make sure use verb to, past form, verb to, verb to, verb to. Please join to the room right now. You have to be very quick. You have to be very quick. Please jump into, and I'm giving you all the vocabularies over there as well, so that you can practice over there. So please go to the join to the room, go there and practice what did you do yesterday. And if you couldn't join the room, that's fine as well. I'm gonna unmute yourself. Still, you need to keep mute yourself, and one by one you're gonna practice here. So please unmute your mic. If you've got a lot of background sound, please mute yourself, and one by one practice here, right? So can you please unmute yourself? So who is ready?
Yes.
Who is
Thank
ready
you,
to practice
sir.
right now?
Sir, I'm ready.
Okay, give a presentation, please.
Thank you, sir, for giving me another chance to talk with all. Actually, yesterday I got up at 6 o'clock. Then I took my brush, and I brushes my teeth and washes my
Yep, keep going, please.
Sir.
Okay, Shakil, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Now I want to tell you about what I did yesterday. Firstly, I got up from bed at 6 a.m. Then I brushes my teeth.
Okay, probably we lost him due to internet. So who is next? Who would like to share? Who would like to share? Please unmute your mic. So Nodi would like to share. Okay, who is next? Misbah, would you like to share? So what did you do yesterday? Please unmute your mic. Okay, Sweetie Burwa, would you like to share? Who is next? Who would like to share?
Hello, sir. Can I share again?
Yes, please. Go on.
Okay. Yesterday I got up at 6 o'clock. After that, I took my salat and
got ready for my university. After complete my class,
and then I came back my room again. and I started my online classes, and there I had done so many things, like I questioned my teacher, I submitted my home task, and so many things. And after that I completed my classes around I completed my classes around 2 o'clock, and then I took my bath, and then I slept for a while. After that, I woke up again, and then I prepared me to go Moscow for took salad for take salad, and from here I came back my room again, and I browsed my phone for a while. I browsed Facebook for a while. I checked my email, and after that, I go to again. Went again Musk to take my Maghrib fair, and then I had then I came back again my room.
6 to 7 p.m. It's my life. Okay, thank you for cooperation.
Okay, thank you. Okay, okay.
Okay, brother. Hassan Habib, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, brother.
Participate with my teacher Asana sir, and I had done so many things in there. And after that, I took my Asha prayer, and I had gone my bed usually around 11 o'clock. That was my yesterday routine. Thank you.
Okay. So, who should like? Okay. So, who's next? Who'd like to share?
Yes, sir. I want when I talk to you, I go to the other joining room.
Okay.
I back.
Okay. Let's just start.
I got up. I brushed my teeth, and after brushed my teeth, I cooked my breakfast. Then I ready for office at 2 p.m. I had my lunch. After completed my lunch, then I started work again. Started working again. Then at 5 p.m. At 5:30 p.m. I left my office. Then I went to my room. Then I went to my house and refresh myself. Then I take some rest and waited for the classes. After completing classes, I made my dinner, and then I took my dinner and spent some time in social media. Then I got to bed.
Okay. Excellent presentation. So, Shakil, do you usually submit your homework?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Excellent. So, who is next? Who'd like to share? So, what you did yesterday? Okay. Let me see the gallery view. So, can you please raise your hand? Wave your hand. Who would like to share? What did you do yesterday? Okay.
Sir, I would like to share it.
Okay. I'll come back to you in a minute. So, Muhammad Polash, can you please?
Thank you, sir. Last day, I got up early in the morning. It was like 6 a.m. and I brushed my teeth and freshed myself, and I did my breakfast at 7 a.m. and started ready for office at within 7:30. I get out from my home for my office. At 8:30, I reached at my office and started to my activities, involved to my activities. And 9 to 9:30, I got a meeting with my boss, and we decided to go outside for field visit. Me along with my boss come to office at 12 a.m. and within 1 to 1:30, we did our lunch. After lunch, we go for tea break or go for a cup of tea, and then within 4 to 4:30 we came back to our office. After that, we did our official activities, and then within 6 to 6:30 my office activities closed, and I was in office. And then I joined to 10 days class, 7 to 8 p.m. And then I came back to my home after finishing 10 days class. Then I fresh myself and go outside for go outside for
Went outside.
went outside and played badminton with my friends. And after playing badminton, after played badminton, I back to my home at 10:30, and then I did my dinner.
Okay, Paula, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So, do you submit your homework regularly?
So I missed 3 video, but I put the last day's video and first day's. I have gap 2 class. Within 2 days, I will submit my video.
Okay, excellent. Sunny, can you please share?
Yes, sir. I can at first take Assalamu alaikum. Hi, everyone. It's Sunny from Sylhet, Bangladesh. You know, sir, I had enjoyed last day too much because yesterday, before 2 days ago, I was gone my home and there was a big jalsha. You know what is jalsha? Was celebrated in our village home. So I came back Sylhet last night at the evening time. I woke up at 11 a.m. from bed and get myself ready for coming back here. And after getting ready, I studying, being ready to
Okay, it should be
start our work. And
okay. Okay, Sunny, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So now would like to give the opportunity to another one. So can you please wave your hand who is ready? Just please wave your hand who is ready. I'd like to see who is gonna get the opportunity to speak in front of 50 people.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Would you like to give a presentation?
Yes, sir, I want to.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, teacher, for giving me a chance to talk about what did I do yesterday. All right, my name is Mune, and so let's get to the topic. Usually, I get up at 10 o'clock, even though I'm not an early riser. So yesterday, I woke up at around 10 or 11 o'clock, I think, and I brushed my teeth. I washed my face, hands, and feet. And teacher, please don't bother about it because here is little sound at my home. Please don't bother about it and forgive me, please, for that reason. And okay, well, so after that I had my breakfast. So and later on it's time to talk about afternoon. sorry sir, I need to quit now. Please don't.
So please make sure you submit your homework. It's very good start. So if you continue, at the end of this session, 10-day challenge, you will get tremendous results. So who is next? Who would like to give another presentation? Who is next? I'd like to see. Please wave your hand. I'd like to see who is next. Who is next? Anybody else? So let's see. I'm gonna pick up someone else. So Yusuf Zamil, can you please unmute yourself and give a presentation?
Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity. Yesterday, what I did, I woke up at around 7 a.m. I made breakfast and I took my breakfast. Then after I'm ready for my office, I was ready for my office. Then I go out for I took a rickshaw and arrived my office around 10 a.m. I was started my office uh, with had a cup of tea. Then I was as usual did my official work. In the afternoon time, I was perform my Johor prayer. After that, I had take my lunch and I took rest for a while. In the evening time, I was leave office. I was leave office at 5 p.m. I went to shop for buying some goods, then arrive my house and take some rest and join 10 days speaking challenge class. And I was practice more than 10 to 12 times. Then I was recorded a video for my homework. Then finally I went to go to my bed around 12 a.m.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. So please type in the chat box if you are in the group. I'd like to see how many people are in the group. So type in the chat box if you are group in IELTS and study in the UK. So type in the chat box. I'd like to see how many people are in the group. So let me see who are in this group. Let me read the chat. Okay. So so if you're in the group, just type in the chat box in. I am in. I'd like to see how many people are in the group. So it's still, yeah, I'd like to see how many people are in the group. So if you are not in the group yet, I would recommend you, please join this group. It's IELTS study in the UK. IELTS and study in the UK. So if you go to this group, you will get some sort of feelings, vibe. Can you remember? I have shared with you. So when I started my mastermind group, I was in a group where I have seen 10 millionaires. And that helped me a lot to understand what they are doing, how they are doing it. So the same thing I would like to say. So here, so there are a lot of people, they're giving their presentation here, right? Every day, 25, 30, 35, even 40 people. So all you got to do, if you are not sure what to say, just come into the group and watch 5 to 10 videos. And after watching 5 to 10 videos, you will be ready. You'll say, okay, all I got to do is I need to pick up the phone, I need to record the video, and I need to do it. And I would recommend you, I mean, if you are really ready, and if you don't like to record and upload all the things, go live, right? So come inside the group, press on live button and go live and just talk about that, your topic. So this is the thing you need to do. So there are a lot of people. So, I mean, if I scroll down, probably I need 5-10 minutes to show you, I mean, how many people have submitted their homework. All you got to do, just you need to submit your homework. And can you remember what I promised to you? 2 rewards, and you got to fill out 2 things. So first reward is you're gonna get certificate, and the second reward is you're gonna get an exclusive class with Steve, our IELTS teacher, right? So usually he charges 45 to 50 pounds, and the class will be free. So if you don't like to miss that class, all you got to do, you need to meet 2 requirements. Number 1, so 10-day challenge. If you miss 1 class, watch the video. And the second thing is you got to just submit your homework. So when you're gonna deliver your certificate, we're gonna count how many homeworks have you submitted here? So in the last batch, I think there was how many? Around 20 or 25 people we have given submitted, but probably around 40 people they joined us, but we couldn't give them the certificate because they couldn't fulfill the requirement. So all you got to do, you need to do number 1, attend 10-day challenge, number 2, submit the homework, and at the end of 10-day challenge you will see how much things you have done just within 10 days. That's the thing I would like to share with you. Now, next thing is just to share with you the homework. What is the homework? So let's see. So this is the thing you got to do. So your homework is, what did you do yesterday? So you need to write it down, 30 activities. Now you know what to write. And you need to practice 10 times. You need to record this video. If you don't like to record, go on live in this group. I'd like to see how many people take one shot to give the presentation. What you need to do, you need to take the phone, you need to go to this group, and you need to press the live. And no one can see you other than these group members, right? So you're gonna go on live and you're gonna say, hi, my name is Hassan Habib. Today, I'd like to share with you what I did yesterday. So first of all, then you need to start. So morning, what you did, 10 activities, afternoon, what you did, 10 activities, and in the evening, what you did, 10 activities. And why you are doing this, you need to understand the reason why you are doing this. Can you remember? I shared it with you. So even the IELTS candidate, they mix up with present and past form. When they go for the speaking module, the examiner asks a question. So the topic is the holiday you had in the last year. So you have started speaking about the past, and all of a sudden you don't know, you have started and using the present form, and that reduces your score, that reduces your marks. So all you got to do to solve this problem, you need to practice this. You need to practice this. What did you do yesterday? And now, before finishing this, I'd like to share with you a video. Probably you'll enjoy a lot. So basically, how we pronounce 7 days in a week. So please watch the video and we'll wrap up in a minute.
Learn a subject or skill in half
okay.
the time. Let's do this together.
So,
I want you to right now think of a subject or skill.
Okay, here you go.
This first word, Monday. Monday. So I know it's an O in the first syllable, but we don't say Monday, but it's Monday. The second one is Tuesday. Tuesday. So not Tuesday or Tuesday. You can also say this as Tuesday. So just to compare, Tuesday or Tuesday. The third day of the week we have is not Wednesday. It's Wednesday. The fourth one is Thursday. So notice that I don't pronounce the R. I don't say Thursday and I don't say Thursday, but I say Thursday. Notice that as well, I put my tongue in between my teeth to make that sound at the start. Thursday. The next one we have is Friday. Now we're at the weekend, and yes, it is at the weekend because I am British. It's not on the weekend, which is typically what Americans would say. So at the weekend, we would have Saturday. Saturday. And the last day of the week we have is Sunday. So let's do a very quick listen and repeat. I will say the word, you listen, I'll leave a pause, and then you repeat after me. Got that? Let's do this. Monday.
Okay, so can you please repeat after the lady so that we can learn as well?
Tuesday. Or Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday. So that's it for this video.
Okay, that's all. So now I'd like to take your feedback. So how was the class, today's class? Can you please type in the chat box? Is it helpful, useful? How is the class? Type in the chat box. I'd like to take your feedback. So Yusuf Jamal said awesome. Alam said sounds good. Muni said I'm from Voirab. Okay, it's helpful, useful. I'd like to see, how did you find this class? Very helpful and motivating. Okay, superb. Okay, Saladin said helpful. Ira said nice. Shakil said yeah, useful. Kabir said very helpful. Fantastic. Notion said alhamdulillah. Okay. Yeah, so all you got to do is you need to submit your homework yesterday. The topic of the homework is what did you do yesterday, and you know the reason why you got to do this, because to avoid the mistakes while you're speaking about the past, and unconsciously you jump into the present form. And that's why if you practice it 10 times and if you submit your homework in the group, and I will take a look and I'll give you feedback as well. And also, if you are not sure yet, my recommendation is please go to the group IELTS and Study in the UK. We're going to approve you as a member, and you need to watch 10-15 videos what your classmates, your colleagues, your partners are doing right now. So once you watch them, then your brain will say me too. And to hear that sound me too, all you got to do is you need to go to the Facebook group and you need to watch 5-10 videos, and you'll get inspired, you'll be motivated, and yeah, hopefully soon tomorrow in the same time, same class. Thank you everyone. Love this. Bye-bye.